They're saying, how about we buy you?
We have the greatest country in the world. I'll make them a counteroffer. How about if we buy Alaska and we'll throw in Minnesota and Minneapolis at the same time? And he likes joking around. I take that seriously.
I will fight for Canada. Denmark responded by changing their coat of arms. We're going to see what Trump says about this one. Maybe we'll change our coat of arms. Oh, we don't have one, because this is America. The battle for Canada, Greenland, and Panama continues. And now Canada is responding. They're saying, how about we buy you? I don't know how smart of an approach this is when negotiating with President Trump. But here's what a Canadian premier said. Doug Ford said, oh yeah? Well, how about we just come and counteroffer to buy Alaska and Minnesota? And making Canada the 51st state is never going to happen. Not on my watch. We'll see.
Trump once again talked about the idea of now a merger between Canada and the United States. You would dismiss that as a joke. At what point do you say that that's no longer a laughing matter and something that should be taken with quite a bit of seriousness?
Well, I know under my watch for Ontario, it'd never be for that at all. We have the greatest country in the world. We have the greatest province anywhere. Any sub-sovereign nation is Ontario and the rest of the provinces as well.
Do you think he's joking?
We would, you know something, to the president, I'll make him a counteroffer. How about if we buy Alaska and we'll throw in Minnesota and Minneapolis at the same time? So, you know, it's not realistic. I know he likes making these comments and he likes joking around. I take that seriously. He may be joking, but under my watch, that will never, ever happen.
Okay, that was the dumbest phrase or response you've ever heard. Like, this isn't joking matter, I'm a serious person. And then responds with a counteroffer that's a joke? Do you think it's a joke, or are you serious or not? Because it's hard to tell. Because you said it's not a joke and you take it seriously and it's not going to happen on your watch, then we'll take your counteroffer to buy Alaska and Minnesota and St. Paul very seriously. And we're going to take it as an act of aggression, Doug! Since you're so serious about this, perhaps it's bordering on an act of war. So we'll see here what Pierre Poilievre had to say. That's the American pronunciation, which we're going to be using. Canada will never be the 51st state, period. Trump was asked about this yesterday, and he said, I don't really care what he says. We are a great and independent country for now. We are the best friend of the U.S., really. We spent billions of dollars and hundreds of lives helping Americans retaliate against Al-Qaeda's 9/11 attacks. And that is true, we do appreciate that. A lot of other countries didn't help at all. We supplied the U.S. with billions of dollars, even if it was maybe misguided as to the actual response in many ways. But we supplied the U.S. with billions of dollars of high quality and totally reliable energy well below market prices. We buy hundreds of billions of dollars of American goods. Now, our weak and pathetic NDP liberal government has failed to make these obvious points. I will fight for Canada. When I am Prime Minister, we will rebuild our military and take back control of the border to secure both Canada and the US. We will take back control of our Arctic to keep Russia and China out. We will axe taxes, slash red tape, and rapidly greenlight massive resource projects to bring home paychecks and production to our country. In other words, we will put Canada first. And I am all for leaders putting their countries first. I'm in favor of it. I wish more of our leaders did that in America here and put America first. That's what Trump is doing. And so from Trump's perspective, this is not adequate. The deal is not good enough. So we'll be revisiting it accordingly. Now, Denmark is also furious with the prospect of America liberating Greenland. And what they've done in response is something that you're not even going to believe. You should be sitting down. Denmark responded by changing their coat of arms, which I think is an act of war. But let's read the article. Apparently, we're going to war with Denmark. They changed their coat of arms. Enlarged in this coat of arms, we'll debrief what's happening here. The King of Denmark has altered the royal coat of arms to feature Greenland more prominently amid Trump's declared interest in buying the territory. Where is it? There, the bear, huh? Let's see. The U.S. president suggested that they're going to buy this island and they're going to make Greenland great again. Greenland is an incredible place, said President Trump. The people will benefit tremendously. Trump Jr. also went over there. Frederick X, who succeeded the throne after the abdication of another queen, appears to have responded to this by altering the royal coat of arms. I have a real distaste for this type of throne queen garbage. That is from a bygone era. We don't do that anymore. queens and thrones, the great people of Greenland should no longer be ruled under a monarchy. The updated design has dropped the 3 crowns, signifying the Kalmar Union between Denmark, Sweden, and Norway, in favor of an enlarged polar bear and ram, which symbolize Greenland and the Faroe Islands, respectively. They're going to have to change it again here soon. I don't know what they wasted their time for. The royal household said the new coat of arms, which is based and used on official documents and seals, strengthens the prominence of the Commonwealth, and the 3 crowns were removed because it's no longer relevant. The changes, it said, were made after a recommendation from a committee that was appointed straight after his accession to the throne on January 14th last year. Laying down a marker, they say Lars, a historian, said this intervention was a symbol. It lays down a marker, okay? He's drawing a line in the sand. We're going to see what Trump says about this one. Maybe we'll change our coat of arms. Oh, we don't have one, because this is America. It's important. We have a bald eagle who's going to come in there and liberate the entire island. It is important to signal from the Danish side that Greenland and the Faroe Islands are part of the Danish realm. And that is not up for discussion, says this historian. This is how you market. This is a slap in the face. It's an act of war. Just before Christmas, Mr. Trump said, for the purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world, the United States of America feels the ownership and control of Greenland is absolutely necessary. And the government responded. They said, we're not for sale. We'll see. But the king said, we are all united and each of us committed for the kingdom of Denmark. We'll see. For the Danish minority, they say we belong together all the way to Greenland. Other historians are sending signals. The prime minister, this person, declared intentions to pursue independence from Denmark. Whoa. Mute Egedi. Sounds like a good dude. Says, it is about time that we ourselves take a step and shape our future, says Mute. Also with regard to who we will cooperate closely with and who our trading partners will be. Like other countries in the world, we must work to remove the obstacles to cooperation, which we can describe as the shackles of colonialism, and move forward. The independence movement there in Greenland has gained traction in recent years, in part because of revelations of misconduct by the Danish. They should be upset about American misconduct, okay? We have plenty of it to spread around, including an involuntary birth control campaign rolled out in the 1960s. Whoa, what? Whoa. I mean, we kind of did some of that too, but interesting. So they were trying to keep the Greenlanders limited in population. Greenland, which is situated between Canada and Scandinavia, was a Danish colony until 1953, but is now a self-governing territory of Denmark. In 2009, Greenland achieved the right to claim independence through a vote, and in 2023, their government presented its first draft constitution. Much better than a monarchy. Elon Musk has suggested inhabitants of Greenland would prefer to be a part of America. Of course, the people of Greenland should decide their future, and I think they want to be a part of America. The Danish Foreign Ministry said it noted the planned visit of Trump Jr. to Greenland. They say it's not an official visit, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said, and I have no further comment on this. I'm sure they're very unhappy. Trump Jr. came out. He came like partying. Everybody there. He went with Charlie Kirk. They were over there making videos. It was a lot of fun. So they changed their coat of arms, but not going to last long. Hopefully they saved the Photoshop file because they can just go right back, make a couple changes. And what we can do here is, well, I was going to say they could put the American flag on there, but that's not going to be good. That's their coat of arms. So we'll just have to just go plant the flag over there in Greenland, and that will be coming soon enough.